I sold Facebook, and in this video I will explain why and what's my strategy in the future. So stay tuned. And with that, welcome back to Investing for Generations, your channel for high quality stock analysis for long-term value investors. If you follow me for a while, then you already know that I owned 14 shares of Facebook, and I made another video where I explained why I bought in and at what price and what's the intrinsic value in my view. And so my original buy price was around $178, and the calculated intrinsic value at the time was $195. So I had the chance to buy in under the intrinsic value, which is very nice, and with a great company like Facebook even more. So I bought in December 2019, and then in the depth of the March crash a little bit more. And after the March crash, it just rises to now almost $300. And I really thought a while about it, what to do now. And then I decided to sell. I sold my Facebook shares when Facebook was, or still is, on fire. But I didn't sold everything. I just sold 6 shares of my Facebook position yesterday to a price of $269.12. And I want to try to explain why I did this, and also I will try to explain why I didn't sold all of it. So first of all, I have to say, with this sell of these 6 shares, I made a profit of around 66%, which is really nice. And so I took these profits. 6 shares I sold, it's almost the gains I made so far with my whole position. So my original investment is still there, and I just took the gains out of the investment. But why I did so when Facebook is still a great business, and it is, for sure, there's no doubt about that. It is still a great business and one of the best businesses in the world. I tried to explain this in my original video about Facebook, so check this out. You find the link here up on the screen. But even if they still make money, and they just make money more and more lately for the trailing 12 month, $8.18 per share, and they will still even grow more. Per Yahoo Finance, the estimate growth rate for the next 5 years is around 17%, which is still very, very good. It's not like the past 5 years or the past decade maybe, but 17% is still a very high growth rate. But I still decided to sell some of my shares. And the reason for that is that when you calculate the intrinsic or fair value of Facebook, and you just take the growth rate of 17%, as Yahoo Finance say, with a discount rate of 12%, or this is also, you can also say this is my expected return for the future, and determine a growth rate of 8%, then you will come to a fair value or intrinsic value of $209 and a current price of $295. And so you see that Facebook is just overvalued by this calculation by 41%, which is really, really, really a lot. And so I decided to sell a part of my shares just because it's so much overvalued right now. And just to make clear why I did this, if you stick with the calculation of the intrinsic value with the growth rate like 17% and 8% for the terminal growth rate for the second 10 years in this calculation, you would get these 12% if Facebook would be at $209 right now, but it's at $295. So how much would be your expected return if you just stick with it? And you see, the expected return for the future, if you just stick with the same numbers, would be 8.5%. And then you would have a fair value of $296 right now, or just even the current price. And 8.5% is really not a lot. I think there is better opportunities in the market right now, and so I decided just to sell some of my Facebook shares. Or you can just make this also the other side around and just think about how much had to be the growth rate to come to a discount rate or expected return of 12% again in the future. So as I said, when you calculate with 17%, you are $209 fair value. To get the 12%, it had to be 22% growth rate per year. I think this is not impossible, but the risk to fail at these high growth rates is very big. And even 17%, the estimates of Yahoo Finance is really, really a lot for the next 10 years. And so I think the risk is higher than the reward at this point. Then, of course, the next question I had to answer was, why not all of them? If it's like I said, and Facebook is so overvalued right now, why not sell all of them at this moment? And the answer for that is, you never know how long this bull run will last. It's overvalued, for sure it's overvalued, like so many other stocks in the market. But it's also possible that Facebook will just double again, and will be, of course, then even more overvalued. Nobody knows. And so I'll stick at least with my 8 shares left. And so I will gain if they rise more and more. And even when they come back, I will add my shares again, and I will add to my position when Facebook will come back to the intrinsic value, and then I will just buy back my shares, and if it goes under the intrinsic value, I will just build an even bigger position. So that's my plan, and so for me it looks like I will win anyways. If it's rise more and more, I will gain with my 8 shares left. If it in the next correction or crash will just drop to the intrinsic value, or even better under the intrinsic value, I will add more, and then over time it will rise again, and then I will gain even more overall. And so I feel very good in the position I am. So I'm very happy with my decision. So let me know what you think about this move, about Facebook overall, and what's your prediction for the future of Facebook. And then just let's discuss in the comment section, and I'm very excited to see your opinion about that. That's it for today. If you liked the video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell to never miss another video. And then we will see the next time with the update on my portfolio, because I invested the gains I get from Facebook into other stocks. And in my next video, it will be today or maybe tomorrow, I will show you where I invested this money. So see you then. Take care. Bye bye.